Hi, Mrs. Giles' class. Thank you so much for the email that you sent me. I had a great time at your class last week, and I'm so glad you enjoyed me visiting. Excuse me, cow. Cow, I'm talking to Mrs. Giles' class right now. Moo! 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 Cow. They didn't write to you, they wrote to me. Moo! Um, would you mind just waiting quietly while I answer their questions? Yeah. So just be quiet. As I was saying, I sure enjoyed visiting your class yesterday or last week, and I'm glad you liked my books. And you asked if someday I would write chapter books. Yeah, I am writing some chapter books, and actually I will have two chapter books coming out this summer. One is called I Was an Outer Space Chicken, and the other one is called Planet of the Penguins. Yep, and they are for kids probably about 9 years old or so, so maybe a little bit older than you. And they're about two kids who solve problems using math. Do you know your math pretty well, Kyle? Okay, well maybe you'll enjoy those books. But they don't have any cows in them, I'm afraid. Well, not all books have to have a cow in them. You asked a couple questions for me, so I will answer them for you. You asked if it is hard to write books. It's hard and it is easy. It's both of them. The fun part is when I come up with the ideas, and the hard part is you've heard how I have to revise my stories so many times, and that can be a little bit frustrating. Sometimes the ideas don't come, and that part is hard. But I've learned just not to give up. Even when the things are hard, I keep going. Kyle, do you ever write books? Do you find it easy or do you find it hard? Do you find it easy? Well, I'm glad it's always easy for you. Sometimes it's hard for me though. But I've learned, as I said, not to give up. Do I like to write or draw more, you asked? When I started out, I probably liked drawing books more, but I think now I like to write more than I like to draw. How about you, Cow? Do you like to write more or do you like to draw? Okay, well, we know what Cow likes to do. How tall were you when I was 6 or 7 years old? You asked that question. I don't remember exactly how tall I was, but I do remember that I was always either the tallest or the second tallest in my class. There was a girl, Diane Severson, who was sometimes taller than me, but she stopped growing. She wasn't quite as tall after like 5th or 6th grade, but before that, she was probably the tallest one in the class. And last question you asked me is, what is my favorite animal? And my favorite animal would probably be a dog. Cow. My favorite animal would be a cow. Yeah. Okay. Well, again, I am so glad I was able to visit you last week. Good luck with the writing that you do and the illustrating that you do as well, too. Yeah. So have a good rest of the year in 1st grade, and I'll say goodbye for now. And did you finally want to say something, Cal? Moo! 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 Okay. Well, thank you. Bye, Mrs. Giles' class.